let's take a look at how your money performed in trading week on the AFEX Commodities Exchange. Last week we saw mixed performances across key indicators. Turnover fell by 0.34%, closing the week at 2.55 billion naira from 3.86 billion naira the previous trading week. Number of volumes traded also fell 0.78%. This week, number of deals traded fell by 0.14%. Closing at 185 from 214 in the last trading week. The AFEX Commodities Index witnessed an increase of 0.06%, marginal increase, while the AFEX Export Index maintained at 229.25 points. The volume of contracts traded, we saw an increase in volume across maize and paddy rice. Price action now for the commodities across export commodities: paddy rice, soybean, sesame, ginger, wheat, and sorghum maintained at 456 naira, 377 naira, 1,247 naira, and 414 naira respectively. Other commodities witnessed mixed performances, with cocoa rising by 2.55%, closing at 2,031 naira 31 kobo, and cashew nut that rose 0.50%, closing at 584 naira 80 kobo. Across the grain commodities, we see maize witnessed a decline of 8.73% and closed at 294 naira 52 kobo per kilogram. So if you want to trade more on the AFEX, just visit their website, www.africaexchange.com. That's the AFEX website. You can also download the app. You can get that on iOS or Android. So that's the website there, africaexchange.com. All right, let's take the conversation forward now. The financial landscape has evolved in the past 2 decades. You see, the landscape has witnessed multiple markets emerge with the goal of diversifying portfolios, ensuring returns while adequately managing risk. Well, I keep saying it's not an easy time to be an investor with macro headwinds weighing on major markets. Well, let's talk to Mary Joy, our analyst, financial markets at AFEX. Mary Joy, great to have you on the show. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you. It's glad for me to be here. I'm glad to be here.
Fantastic. So what would you say are the alternative investments, and what are some of its differentiating factors from traditional investments?
All right, alternative investments are financial assets that comprises of commodities, real estate, hedge funds, and it's like, while the traditional investments is the cash, equity, and debt instruments that we're familiar with. Alternative investments do not fall into the category of traditional investments. And the major difference between the alternative and traditional investments is the underlying assets. However, we'll also look at it from the risk and return profile of alternative investment, which is not closely tied to the traditional investment. And this is because of the return you would highly get. So with higher risk, you get with higher risk, rather, you get higher returns. And also looking at it from the performance standpoint of alternative investments, which is not closely tied to the traditional investments, there is low correlation between the alternative and traditional investments. This is because of the drivers of unique drivers of alternative investments. I think those are the major differences between traditional and alternative investments.
All right, definitely. Investors are looking to minimize risk at this time. What role would you say diversification will play in alternative investment strategies, and how can investors, be helped at this time? Those are trying to manage risk.
Diversification is very key in investment strategy, and the role of diversification is to spread risk across the various investments. The role of diversification is to spread risk across various investment classes. Look at markets. Can you hear me, please?
Oh, I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, yeah. So looking at market risk, diversification helps you to manage market risk because of the unique factors that drives the performance of alternative investments.
All right, Mary Joy, it seems I lost your audio there. I don't know if you can unmute at this time. It looks like maybe your laptop actually muted you at this time, but I don't know if you can hear me, Mary Joy. We can try it again.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes,
I can hear you now. Okay, you can conclude your thoughts, but let me add now, we've seen, I'm sure there are a lot of tools investors can use to assess, monitor and manage their alternative investment. Tell me about these tools and how investors can use them.
All right, there are various tools that investors can use to manage their risk. However, technology is very important. It is a key tool that you can use to manage your risk because it helps to drive efficiency, market information, access to market rather, and then it helps you. So technology, bringing it down to AFEX rather, we have a digital trading platform which helps investors to access their portfolio. I mentioned that technology provides access to markets. So the digital trading platform provides that platform to access the markets, monitor your portfolio, and then with real-time data, you can make good investment decisions.
All right, well, what advice would you give investors who are considering alternative investments for the first time, right now, to ensure that they make well-informed investment choices?
I mean, there are various, there are different things you can use to, when moving into alternative investment. But first off, it's important for you to understand your investment goal and strategy. Would you be going long, short? Are you looking at long-term investments or short-term investment? The first stage is for you to understand your investment strategy. Also, your risk profile. What risk are you willing to take? Are you risk adverse or are you a high risk taker? That helps you with your investment decision. Also, market education, which is part of why we are here. We're trying to sensitize the market about alternative investments. It is important to understand the market or whatever investment that you're looking into, especially alternative investment. There are different factors. I know I mentioned that there are different factors, unique factors that actually drives the performance of the alternative investment. It's important for you to be abreast of what is happening in the market. That generally guides your investment decision. And lastly, is to monitor your portfolio. It's not enough for you to have investment goal. It's not enough for you to buy into your portfolio, but also to monitor your portfolio from time to time to manage risk, and also for you to adjust your portfolio, or more like to adjust your portfolio based on market conditions or economic conditions.
Right, I'm sure investors are looking for those winning assets, right now, because the macroeconomic headwinds there are glaring right now and quite discouraging for major investors. Thank you so much, Mary Joy, Opara, analyst, financial markets at AFEX. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll take a quick moment now.